What's going on, guys? All right, so it's been a little while. I'm sorry, haven't been fishing much. Kind of took some time off and just took some time and appreciated the island and had a little bit of a break. Kind of do that in the winter. The waves get really good here. The fishing usually gets a little bit slow, but this year the winter fishing seemed to be really very steady and there were a lot of big fish. But anyways, so I take some time off. I get some other stuff done and get out in the water surfing and just kind of take my take a bit of time there before we kind of hit the spring rush and then the summer get real busy. We are it's kind of early spring. It's still chilly in the air here. I am cold this morning, but yeah, heading down here to the boat. Got open up the calendar and thankfully you guys put in a whole bunch of bookings, and looks like we got a run here of charters before I do a little bit of a dry dock, and then we are going to be hitting it pretty hard then through the whole year there. So got some days here lined up. It's been definitely hit and miss out there, but sounds like the days, there's been a couple days here or there where there were a few big ones biting. So, you know, springtime can produce some big fish, so you never know. And it's Kona, so every day could be the day. So heading down here, set everything up, and see what we can find and see what it looks out there. And I will see you guys on the water here shortly. All right. What's up, guys? So we're down south working an area down there, and the current switched on us. It started to kind of die out and started to kind of switch, which is not ideal. When we started getting a little bit farther, it almost felt like it was like a split right there, and it just felt like that current was really switching up. So I had originally wanted to fish that area, but with that current switching and starting to started to kind of go all over the place there. But then as I started to work my way up the coast, I could see we had a little more of a south. So I kind of ditched that plan and on the hunt now for a little bit better current, and kind of work in a different area now that should be a little more favorable. And I'll probably kick it here. We got a tide change coming up right now, so I don't really want to be traveling on my tide change. When the tide change happens, I generally like to be in one spot, just kind of mowing the lawn. And then after that, I'll start looking again. So I'm going to kick it here through this change. And then after that, what I'll probably end up doing is, if it doesn't look good here, I'll start heading up and check up a little bit closer to the point. You can see we had a pretty good north current when I was up there before. It was pretty strong. So I don't think that's faded out or changed yet. So it could still be consistent up there. And so if we don't get a bite here on the tide change, then yeah, we're gonna go up that way, and I'll probably fish Kaiwi for the rest of the day if the current's good. If I get up there and the current's all weird, well then we'll have to go to plan C or D or E, right? But just kind of adapting, changing around a little bit for the day. That's sort of an important aspect of fishing here, is keeping an eye on what that current's doing throughout the day, because sometimes it'll change, especially if we don't have a consistent weather pattern or a consistent wind blowing. You know, winter and spring definitely can get some weird change ups. So that's the plan, and let's make this happen. I'm trying to get a bite here. It's been very slow. I've been talking to a few of my friends. I've heard of nothing yet today, so that could also be contributed to the fact that the current's getting all weird. So let's hope we get an afternoon bite here and make it happen, seal the deal. All right, guys, stand by.
Probably need you to move, buddy, once he gets it close. Back up, buddy. You're good. Unreeling. There you go, just like that. Reel down. Yep. Push back up. Reel back down. Yep, keep doing that.
All right, so we're on. We came up here, up north, like I was saying, trying to find a different current here. We got piled on. So, see if we can get them.
Ready? There she goes.
All right, guys, so we're heading in now. Slow day on the water. Really tough fishing. I did not hear much going on at all today. Caught that one strike. And that was that. So, not ideal, but at least we got a fish with a bill on its face. And we will be back out here doing it again tomorrow. Hopefully something changes here, because the current was awful and the fishing was slow. But tomorrow. All right. truck, shotgun. Phew. All right, now we'll get back. So we've been pounding that area where that big one was, and just hooked a small one. Smash bait. We'll get 'em. Heading in here now. Just went for one, and the big one ate our teaser. Out here again tomorrow. And, see what we can do. Stoked these heads picked that one. That was his first Pacific blue marlin that he caught, so he's stoked. Getting back into the swing of things here. We will see you bright and early tomorrow. What's up, guys? Just heading down to the boat. Tell you what, I have been sick for a little while now, so I'm just kind of coming out of it now. Been off the water for a little bit. Just like I said, got really sick, but had to cancel days. And but you know, owner operator, you gotta just kind of, there comes a time you can't lose any more money. So I had these couple days here, and just you know, every day I sit in bed, I'm losing $1,300 or something or more, you know, or whatever. So yeah, I couldn't do it. So so we are gonna kick around out there and see if we can find us some fish. Just kind of coming around the corner right here, and actually looks like there's a little bit of wind on it. So we'll see what it brings us today. That's the harbor entrance right there. You can kind of see that point sticking out. That's the point. But yeah, you know, it's what it is. The Marlin have kind of been picking on us lately, and I'm not going to stand for that much longer, you know. But if you guys are out there and you know, you're Marlin fishermen, and you know how it goes. You know, in the famous words of Chip Van Malls, legless Marlin are legless bastards. They drive you freaking crazy, you know. But it's Kona, so that's why, you know, you never know. Could be a big one today. And that's the thing too. If you're coming here fishing in Kona, you gotta get you gotta get out of your mind that this is like a Dominican Republic or something like that, or it's Costa Rica fad fishing. It's not. You know, we do have days where you catch some good numbers for sure. Summertime, yeah, you get a good shot at 2-3 a day, you know, 4 maybe. Sometimes, you know, if you go out to the buoys, 6. But generally we're fishing for the 1, you know. So anyways, we're just pulling up here now. I'm gonna have to get off here. We'll pop back on when we get out there, and we'll have a look around and see if we can find us one. All right. bow out of the line. All right, we're on. It's about coming to the end of the day here. Been driving around here looking for a while. This thing came up and ate that our right short. Piled on, went absolutely nuts. Now we're tight. Let's see if we can get her. But still on this one. Had 1 liter of temp. She's just super green. Just went right back down again the second time. Really nice fish. And we can get her. Getting closer, getting closer. There you have it. Released a healthy one right there, over 6. Hey, it's like I was saying, it's Kona. It can be slow and we can be complaining, but literally we just got a beautiful, you know, 1 over 6 right off town. Feeling better. Feeling a bit better. That's because I really wasn't seeing a whole lot. And I went down south and we worked a bunch of areas down there, and then an area down there called the trail that started to kind of look okay, and kind of kicking around there, and kind of said, all right, I'm gonna make a plan. I'm gonna stick this out. And a little skiff came by and hooked about a 100-pounder right by us. Oh man, what are we doing wrong? Picked it there for a little bit. Said, all right, that's it. I'm gonna come up here. That way I have a little bit of time to then work this other area. It's a little dip kind of off town. Comes up like this. It's such a strong current. So I went and worked the southern side of it. That northern current's hitting it. She back up in it. So I was heading there. I was literally heading there, and then I was gonna work that for the rest of the day. A couple hours left, you know. And or I had like an hour and 30 minutes left, so I was gonna just work that one. Heading there, and right when I got to the, you know, pretty close to the pinnacle, this animal piles on the right shore and just eats it, and then just stops and comes out and does some crazy stuff. I turned on this camera right away. I'm not sure if it recorded, but the fish was all over the place, going nuts. She stayed relatively close to the boat. We got to the leader the first time very quickly, but I knew, you know, she was going to paddle pretty hard and kick away, and so, you know, we want to get some pictures. So you know, so she ended up getting off that time, went down. We got on her and got her close to the leader one more time, and then that second leader attempt, she stayed with us, and we brought her up along the side. Got some really good GoPro head cam footage, but while Nick was helping Darren, the GoPro footage got kicked off his head, so some fish just don't want to get photographed. But I think we got some good stuff with my rigger cams and up here. So hey, I'm happy we caught that fish. I'm stoked, and we're coming into a time when we're going to be seeing some nice ones on a more consistent basis, I will say. So we got booking spaces left, so hit me up. Jump on my website, GrandMarlin.com. Look at my man down there right now, lighting up a cigar. How stoked is he? He's never caught a marlin in his life until he got on his boat today. So, yeah, man. So, that's good. That's a happy customer right there. I'm happy with that right there. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here and head in, and see you guys back out on the water very soon.